Going to continue our discussion before. So as you know, you might want to put some satellite image just to give some layer. Yes, and then make sure that you position your map according to the appropriate WGS84 EPSG 4326, okay, coordinate reference system. After that, as you know, we are going to load also our case file, which is our case yang kecil-kecil tu kan. Okay, kemudian we are also going to just saya recap lah sebelum ni we are already import the data. If you're not sure how to import the data, you can refer to the previous video. Okay, after we import the data, then we already insert the layer. So we have the Selangor district layer over here, which is this one. So after we have the Selangor map, we synthesis only those who are related to our point data, which is this one. And then after that, we also learn about how they are interacted to each other. And then we are also finalizing it until like this. Ini yang last kali, gitu. Betul tak? Case district A, which is this is the only thing that are intersect with the layer kita. Yang lain tu bukan intersect dengan layer kita lah. Okay, macam ni kan, nampak ni Selangor in district A. Kalau kita tengok data yang asal, so this is the original case, and then this is the shapefile that we have. Let's say I want to make it as contra, so that you can imagine what I'm talking about. So let's say I put it yellow like this. So you can see there are some excess. Okay, this one. All these thing we already filter it before. Okay, kita dah filter lah. Ingat lagi guna apa? We are filtering it using this one. We call it as a vector research tool, and then select by location. Okay, that is our previous explanation. Select by location, and then we choose the case against the Selangor district yang kita pilih lah. And then we use the intersect as follows, just to make a selection. So what we have here is the selection. And then what we want is actually to inversely select. So that is what we are doing before this. And then we manipulate accordingly lah, which is we remove it and so on. And then we count in a polygon bag inside the Selangor district case yang berkenaan. Okay, so without further ado, let us go into the another one, which is we are going to create a grid. After we create a grid, then we are also need to count whatever the cases inside those grid. So before I begin, let me just finalize everything. Case district A. Okay, case district A is the final one. So case district A is the final one. Whatever it is, I try my best to include lah all this shape file inside the Google Drive ataupun dalam tengoklah mana yang sesuai. Kalau tak boleh dalam Google Drive, I'll try my best inside the GitHub lah. Tapi kalau you boleh follow it through dalam video ni lagi bagus. Okay, so this is the file. The two layer. The first one is already being synthesis according to whatever is overlapping on the Selangor district A, and then this one is case district A, and then inside there we have the attribute tables which is named as the bilangan case. Betul tak? And then what we can do is actually we can do a lot of things lah. Let's say kalau anda nak buat chloropleth ke apa itu kita dah bincang tadi. Alright. So now we want to learn about the basic spatial temporal, because we know case district A ni, if we open the attribute table, we can see there are week and also relevant details. Contoh macam week ni lah, kita nak tengok cases by week or whatsoever, we can do that after this. Tapi kalau kita nak tengok by week itu dalam district, cara dia adalah we need to count in a polygon, but before that we need to filter. So this is what we are going to learn first. And then baru kita buat grid. Boleh? Okay, I took an example. We want to update the column as follows. This one is bilangan case as an overall. What we want to do after this is we insert another column or another variable named as week 1. Faham tak? Week 1 macam mana, week 2 macam mana. Ini dari segi cumulative cases by week according to the PBT. Okay, to do that is basically go to the case district A, followed by the filter, right click, and then followed by filter. After you click filter, then we can choose the week lah. You can click the week and then present it as all. Then it will verify all the week lah. Of course, sometimes we have 52 and 53. Ini tahun bulan apa nama kata orang ni? apa nama, negara lompat, bukan negara lompat.
Tahun lompat.
Tahun lompat lah kan. Kadang-kadang ada 52, 51. Okay. Alright. So now we want to select the first week. So how to do that? Just double click on the week. We got this algorithm, week, and then we put the equal sign, and then we assign it as 1. So that's mean the data are going to be shown for us only for the week 1. And then we click OK, it become like this lah. Okay. Nampak This is the basic. Alright, I make a repetition. You go to the district A, right click, go to the filter, and then inside the filter, you can choose the logic or algorithm that I'm going to share with you the idea now, which is you click the week. If you're not sure what kind of week available, then you can click the all. Then it will show you lah the appropriate week, followed by the equal sign, and then you call upon the function lah, which is week is equal to 1. Is equal to 1 So that's how you want to select it. Okay, dah pilih dah? Dah pilih ini saya buat lah. Week is equal to 1. Dah dapat lah ini. So, how we want to put all this point inside the case district A? How we want to do that? We are going to use the vector analysis. Go to vector analysis tool, count point in polygon. Count point in polygon. Count point in polygon. In this case, we are going to select the Selangor. And then the points are basically the case of the district A that are already being filtered. Okay, this one must be yang dah filtered And then we put the name here lah as W1. What is meant by W1? Week 1. And then we are going to save it by clicking the run button. Okay, and then kita tekan butang apa? Run. When you click the run, then another count, which is the temporary scratch layer, are going to be observed. Okay, for those who are using the non-Mac, which is all of you lah, kan? Please remove this one first. Please remove this one first. Please remove the Selangor case, and then followed by the count. Please export it accordingly, ataupun save it lah. Tetapi the trick here is begin where how the trick kat sini, kat mana kita nak save tu? Kita akan save in the same name, which is the Selangor case district A. Itu dia punya idea. Okay. Okay. Kenapa kita kena sama? Because it will create the idea of appending another column. Okay. I told an example. When I click the save button, it will replace. I will say yes, please replace. And then if I click OK, it will override. Yes, I need you to override. And what will happen? It's automatically combined with the previous data. Faham tak? Dia kahwinkan dah. Kalau tadi kita tak ada week 1 kan? Sekarang ni data kita district A ni, we already have the W1, which is the week 1. Okay, you got it? And then we can remove the count here. And then you can follow it through by updating the case district ni using the another filter, which is the week 2. Try to do it until week 5 lah. Cuba try buat until week 5. Ini contoh week 2 kan. I took an example. Okay, I already filter it according to the week 2. Now, what is the next thing that you need to do? Go to go to vector, analysis, count point a polygon, and then followed by this thing, which is choose your polygon appropriately. And then count field name ni must be put as W2, which is the week 2, run until it is producing the temporary scratch layer, remove the original layer, and then do not forget to save it. So all this repetition is actually can be automated using the Python code, which is I'm going to share it at the end of the session lah. Okay, so kita dah ada. Seterusnya, we are also going to update the similar file, just replace it, and also doing the same thing with the override. Override. What will happen? If you open, and then it will append another column. Nampak tak? W1, W2. So you will do this until week 52 lah. Manually. If you do not write the Python code lah. Yeah, but you not going to do this unless you want to do it manually. But there are other methods that you can do using the Python code lah, which is kita boleh run the Python code, and then the Python script are automatically run everything maybe around less than 1 minute lah, dalam 30 to 40 second. Pardon?
Tak keluar account yang untuk lain pula.
Oh, yang itu mungkin you kena refresh. Yes, you need to refresh. The very basic thing to avoid this upset feeling is just remove it, no problem. You just remove it and then just insert it back. Remove je layer tu dulu, kemudian kita buat balik. Macam tu lah. Kalau you all ada that difficulty, because sometimes benda-benda free ni saya pun susah nak cakap juga. Tapi the basic here is, kalau you all tengok, I'm going to generate according to the week. Nampak? Week 1, week 2, week 3, and I'm going to count it in a polygon until the end of week 52. After that, I can make a animation. Saya boleh buat animasi. Week 1, week 2, week 3. According to the PBT lah. Yang ni cerita PBT. Kejap lagi, after this, we are going to discuss the same technique but according to the specific grid. So when you using the grid, then we are going to get much more granulated position and also condition. Okay, and then go to the vector analysis tool, count point of polygon, and then same thing. Remember to rename it as W3, which is the week 3. Run. After you run it, do not forget to remove. I guna Mac. Mac no need to remove, but Windows user need to remove. Otherwise, you will get error. You need to remove. Itu pengguna yang berbeza-beza lah kan. So, I'm going to do the same thing. Beza dia apa sekarang ni? Saya buat W3. Boleh follow tak boleh follow ni? Boleh sebab tak ramai orang tahu I'm going to share with you how to count the case here, which we have a case district A, and then we want to choose according to the appropriate week. So I already done lah the week 1 until week 5. Saya dah buat week 1 sampai week 5 tu saya dah siap. So let's say I want to explore what is the number of the cases according to the week 6 and week 7. Let's say saya nak buat 2 week So I will append, saya akan menambah, I will add another 2 more columns on the right. You can imagine that like that lah kan. So how to do that is basically go to the case district A, right click and filter. This is the first step. You filter first what you want. So I'm going to filter by telling the computer I want the week is equal to 6 lah. Okay, and then followed by OK. By clicking the OK button, you already instruct the computer to only select those who are week is equal to 6 dalam ni 6 and then after that I'm going to count whatever point I have here on the shapefile ataupun on the polygon and then followed by the vector analysis. Go to the analysis tool, count point in polygon. Inside the count point of polygon, you are going to choose your polygon, which is in this case is Selangor case, followed by the point, and then the num point here I'm going to name it as W6. It's up to you lah what kind of name that you want, followed by run. Make sure that you run until you are able to generate this temporary scratch layer, and then you are going to save it. But before you save it, it is good practice to remove the original layer. Remove first. If you not remove, then your computer might have some error and so on because you are using the window machine. After that, you right click followed by the normal save. When I say save, you mesti ingat dia adalah export save features as tu je. And then you are going to save it. However, do not save it under the different name. Save it on the same file. Save it on the same file until it's saying to you, do you want to replace it? Yes, please replace it automatically. And then when you click OK, they will ask you, do you want to override it? Yes, please override accordingly. After you are doing that, please remove the old temporary scratch layer. And then you are going to see that your Selangor case district A consists of another additional table on the right, which is the W6. Okay, do it the same thing, but now you are going to filter for the week 7. If you having difficulties, never mind, just remove the layer and then add it back. Do it again. Just going through the data, followed by the week is equal to 7 or your numbers accordingly. Followed by the vector analysis, and then count point of polygon, choose your polygon appropriately, and then please give name. In this case, it's W7, followed by run. It's already run it for you, and it's count already. Do not forget to remove the old one. remove for a while, and then save it accordingly. When I say save, that's mean export and save features as. In this trick, do not forget to do what? To save it on the similar file until you are being prompted with this warning. Replace accordingly, click OK and overwrite file accordingly. Remove the unnecessary layer as you see on the screen. Yeah. And then last but not least, you are going to see the data are going to be populated something like this. So you got the W1, W2, W3, W4, W5, W6, W7. So this is an idea about how you want to count polygon and then know exactly what is the spatial and temporal differences with regard to the same file but different composition of the item. So benda ni sangat penting lah kalau anda buat dekat dalam Geoda nanti, you are going to see it whether there is different or not according to the week 1 and week 2 punya condition and so on and so forth. Okay, nampak kan? So kalau nak buat data analysis according to this area macam mana, you have to export the data and then you can export it as the CSV. Ini contoh lah kalau anda nak gunakan data ni kan, because you are going to get what kind of data? You are going to get and populate this kind of data, which is you got the name, you got the state name, you got the ID, and then you got the bilangan case and W1 and W2 and W3. Let's say you want to see whether there is a difference across 3 different PBT and so on. So you can hypothesize that lah. Faham kan kalau guna chi-square? Itu nanti kita belajar lah macam mana nak apply chi-square pula kat dalam ni. Okay, cuba buat. Saya tu